Hi, I'm Gabe Phillips, founder and CEO of Catalyst Power. If you're in America, it's likely that your power rates just about doubled in the last 2 years. In the next 3 minutes, I'm going to explain why. Catalyst Power is an integrated retail energy provider that also delivers decarbonizing distributed energy solutions to independent businesses in the northeastern quadrant of the US. That's why we know a thing or two about these markets. The point of this video is to show how the investing community uses international events as an excuse to bid up commodities, which causes markets to dislocate from their fundamentals. To demonstrate how impactful this is, we pulled together a natural gas price chart for the last 2 years. And as you can see, the last 24 months have been a doozy. Delivered to Henry Hub in Louisiana, this price chart represents something that sounds very specific and domestic. But since natural gas prices are the primary influence on your electricity rates, any instability can have an outsized effect on your bottom line. And what causes instability in our domestic natural gas market? Well, obviously events that can disrupt supply or impact demand, but prices are also heavily influenced by international investor money flows seeking opportunities to take risk. First, we had Winter Storm Uri in February of 21, which is a driver of a change in gas market fundamentals, supply and demand. And you can see that gas moved from $2.50 to about $3. Not a big deal, right? Next, a few months later, inflation topped 5% for the first time since '08. That got the attention of the traders of the world. Now the inflation trade is on. This is when the international money flow's impact on the market overtakes fundamentals. And as you can see, over the course of the next 9 months, those money flows pushed this market all the way up to $6, way over the marginal cost to produce more gas. And then, in March of 22, Russia invades Ukraine and European natural gas markets skyrocketed. Now, global inflation is all the traders of the world can talk about. And then they push this domestic market to over $8. In the summer, you can see what happened when Freeport LNG's export facility went down and Europe's gas prices peaked in August. The fundamentals can briefly take over. We can see clearly how susceptible we are to what happens across the pond. A financial shock anywhere in the world now impacts our markets right here. Then, interest rates double. Icing on the cake for the financial world screaming about inflation. And they ride this thing up to $10, 4 times where we were at the beginning of this video. Then inflation peaks, and someone says, it's time to get out. With the money flows out of the way, the fundamentals take over again. We get the beginning of a warm winter, and then we're right back down to $2.50. So what does this have to do with you as a customer? Now that you can see how sensitive we are to worldwide dislocations, wouldn't you want to reduce your exposure to this madness as much as possible? I know I would. Who's to say that the next geopolitical event won't send us to $15 instead of $10? Make a long-term decision to no longer be exposed to this volatility. Contract your energy supply for budget certainty. Be open-minded to adopting on-site measures like battery or solar to reduce your exposure to the supply market, and find a group like Catalyst that's able to integrate all available solutions to reduce your exposure to this volatility as much as possible. So free yourself from the tyranny of the global commodity markets. Thank you and good night.